All right, so would you rather live until you are 200 but look like you are 200 the whole time? Even though you are
Mahomes read like Floyd Mayweather.
Well, I didn't come up with this question. I'm just a guess.
And the lights are in the way, too.
Yeah. So, would you rather live until you are 200 but look like you were 200 the whole time, even though you're healthy? Or would you rather look 25 until you are the age of 65 instead?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing. I don't know why you're laughing. I'm going to go first on this one.
It's not my question.
First of all, it was a question on top that you're supposed to read, but it's all right.
Was it really? You
Don't
could tell.
worry about it.
You could tell I'm the guest, can't you?
100%. We're going to answer this one right here. I personally would. Who wants to live 200 years? 200 years is a long time, bro. 200 years ago from today, we had slaves in this country. You know what I mean? Like my people were enslaved in this country. So who wants to live 200 years? Like. But if you could die at 65 and live 25 your whole life, imagine all the attention you get, bro. In terms of business, women, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a no-brainer.
That's a good point, but for some reason I find it to be a tough question.
Right.
Just because, God willing, I hope I live to 65 and I would be grateful for it. But obviously if I'm healthy and doing okay, feel good, I wouldn't mind living longer, not necessarily 200.
Yeah.
But my great grandmother's getting up there in the 90s.
Yeah.
And things like that. She still has her driver's license. She still drinks beer. Cool. Everything.
Let me throw you a curveball. So let's say it's 90, right? But you're healthy, but you look like you're 90 your entire life.
See, that's the part. That's the part I was gonna get to. So I wouldn't see there wouldn't be fun. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily see any value in that. If I had to pick, it's a tough one. Like I said, if I had to pick, I'd rather have quality over quantity for sure.
Okay, Cody the Collector, what you think?
I would definitely be like look young up to I'm 65.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the reason is because that's like you're going to be in your prime. In your 20s is your prime. So if you look like you're in your prime for 65 years, that's a long prime.
Yeah, and I don't mean to be like, let's say maybe superficial or anything,
right?
Or bougie, let's say. But at the end of the day, what can you do if you look 200? I don't even know what 200 looks like, first of all. But how can you...
imagine hella wrinkly.
Yeah, you feel good, you're healthy, live a long time. But, I mean, this is a people's world. What can you really do or feel? How can you feel? What would you feel like? Like, I wouldn't feel good, that's for sure.
That's 100%.
Man, that's a very long time. Sure, I would like to live... to 200 if everything,
However,
if it can be in my prime until 200, that's a different story.
That's a different story.
Right. But I would say...
Imagine the crazy stuff you'd see, though. Like, imagine, when now we'll know aliens come visit us or something like that.
All that.
Or the crazy technology that we'll have.
Yeah, that's something to look forward to. That's a good point. I can see why someone would want to do it.
Back 200 years ago from today, back in 1820, how they send messages? Like through pigeon carrier? Like you have to write a message?
I think it also depends on your
now
purpose.
Now you can FaceTime. You can FaceTime and see somebody in India right now in front of your phone.
Yeah.
I mean, so imagine 200 years from now.
That's actually, I didn't think about that. That's a very good point. So I can
just to see where human evolution can take.
And that's the point.
See what's going on, But at the same time, I guess it's your purpose, like Cody said, and
right.
Having fun, being happy. I would say the purpose of life is being happy or being successful, which doesn't always have to do with financials. 100%. So I would simplify it and say being happy, and I think I would be happier personally. Just living to 65 and having a great life, or in this case, looking 25. Instead of just because I feel like it's a people's world. Maybe I'm just a people's person.
People person, right?
But I don't think I would feel very good looking 200 the whole time.
Yeah, Cody.
I mean, it's kind of hard because it's like if I were to live to 200, it all depends on your purpose. Like if you're just trying to be with a bunch of girls, if you're just trying to party, trying to live your life,
that gets played out quick though. Then 200 years of that.
Well, no, I'm saying up to 65 because you're looking like you're 25.
Right.
So it depends. Like if that's what your purpose is in life, then absolutely I would pick look till you're 25 for 65. But if your purpose is to learn, grow, you're with the love of your life, you want to travel, you want to experience new things, stuff like that, then 200, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter how you look.
Here's the catch. 200 is a very long time. I think I would get bored and I would be like the last man standing. from the people I grew up with, family, etc. I mean, of course, I would have younger generations of family, etc. But that's just me speaking. Yeah, that's just me speaking for myself, though.
That's true. Yeah, if all your day ones that you grew up with, they're no longer here, like.
You're just going to have to keep making day ones.
I think I would just get bored.
Yeah.
Living 200 and looking 200.
But then you'll probably be super wealthy because, I mean, if somebody can get wealthy in 10, 15 years, you may be, like, ridiculously rich.
Yeah. I think that I could still get bored even if I was wealthy, though.
Yeah, really? That's the thing.
I thought you said money can buy you happiness.
I mean, it can.
To an extent.
To an extent,
To an extent.
I mean, it definitely can.
Oh, really?
I know a lot of people who got a lot of money who
aren't happy.
Who ain't very happy.
Yeah, that's what I was always told as a kid, but I feel a different way about that.
It's like from first-hand experience. Fair enough.
I've been a lot happier since I've been doing very well versus my young adulthood when I was lost, figuring it out on the come up.
But we're still in our young adulthood now, right? So
I would say prime.
Yeah,
or getting to my prime.
Getting to the prime. I feel like that may change the older we get. Like based on your trajectory, when you get to like 45, 50, if we still don't have a wife, we still not, settled down, and we're still like chasing the same things we're chasing now, that may change. You know what I mean? We may not feel as fulfilled with life because right now we feel fulfilled because we're still in our prime. You know what I'm saying? We're still getting after it. You know what I mean? So no, that's interesting though. That's very interesting.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is good. So I mean, we got the next one.